Hello everyone and welcome back. Welcome to another crafty decor adventure. Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home, and in today's video I'm over the moon excited to share with you guys how to prep pine cones for crafting. So I love to take my dog Benji Bear on walks, and recently I've noticed so many beautiful pine cones that we can use for crafting, and so I'm going to share with you guys some DIY crafts with those pine cones. But the first thing we have to do is prep them to get them ready to have in our home and craft with them. So I'm going to take you guys along with me as we gather some of these pine cones and just share with you guys step by step on how to get these pine cones ready to craft with. Hey, I loved finding ways to do budget-friendly crafting, and this is going to be another part of my I Love Christmas series. So if you guys love to craft on a budget as well, go ahead and subscribe to this YouTube channel, punch that bell. It will update you every time I post a new video. You can also follow me over on Facebook and join my free little group page if you guys love to craft and decorate and share photos of your home decor and DIY projects as well. So without further ado, go ahead and grab your coat and a bag and let's go pine cone hunting. So now it is time for our pinecone adventure to begin. We have my trusty assistant Benji Bear here to lead the pinecone hunting, and he is so excited. It has been so nice recently in our area, and for almost Christmas time, that is a huge blessing for everybody to be able to still get outside. So we took advantage of this nice day, grabbed a bag, and collected some fun pine cones that I plan to use in some upcoming crafts and DIYs. So to get any critters that might be in your pine cones, you want to prep your pine cones for crafting. You want to fill your sink with some soapy hot water or warm water, and then add about a cup of white vinegar, and then you can take your pine cones and soak them in this solution. And you're going to want to soak them in this soapy water vinegar solution for about 20 minutes. While your pine cones are soaking, you can go ahead and just preheat your oven to 200 degrees, and then you're going to want to bake your pine cones for about 2 hours, and that's going to get all of those critters out. We don't want any critters in our pine cones. The other thing that you can do is also just take like a little toothbrush before you put them on your foiled baking sheet and kind of get any gunk off. The other thing that's going to happen, it's what happened to me. I'm not sure if you guys have sap in your pine cones, but I sure did in these, and so you might want to have a little bit of glue gun or nail polish or Goo Gone or nail polish remover on hand, or wear some gloves when you're handling these soapy, wet, sappy pine cones. But hey, these are super fun to craft with, and they're totally free. So if you're on a really limited budget, this is a really great idea. And you can make pine cone gnomes, you can make pine cone ornaments, you can just put them in a cute little bowl. And let me tell you, your kitchen is going to smell very fragrant and Christmassy when you have pine cones baking. And here is how they look after I bake them up. Now they may shrivel up a little bit when you're soaking them in the water, but once they bake, they're going to fluff back up and be really nice and clean and ready for any kind of craft projects that you might have on hand. And I will recommend to put foil down on top of your baking sheet because you don't want to get that sap everywhere. And again, just use a dab of Goo Gone to remove any kind of sap from your hands, or you can probably just wear gloves as well if you're handling your little pine cones. So a fun tip that you guys can do to play with these and make them look a little bit different, you can make frosted pine cones by taking a little bit of white paint and adding that. You can glitter your pine cones, you can add them to wreaths, you can just pop them on top of your fireplace mantle like I did, just to kind of bring the warm feels of the season in. I also want to give them a chance to cool off before I start crafting with them. And I'm going to share with you guys a really really fun little gnome craft in this video that will give you some fun ideas on how to create a cute little pinecone gnome. I always use any pinecone, and then I'm just going to take this fuzzy sock and cut the sock down the center and separate it in half. And you guys could use any sock that you all have on hand. I'm going to use the sock for the little pinecone hat, and then I'm going to take and just make a triangle with my scissors to create the sock hat. I hope that makes sense for you guys. And this is just a pair of socks from the Dollar Tree. So I'm going to use this pair of socks for one of the socks I'm going to use for the hat for my pinecone gnome, and then save the other sock, and we're going to create another gnome with the other sock. So it's going to be doing double duty. No scraps left behind on my crafts here. So you guys can see that I'm just going to take and hot glue the top part of my little pinecone, and that's going to attach my hat to the pinecone. Now be careful on this part because you don't want to burn your fingers. Be careful here, and if you need to, Dollar Tree carries little silicone fingertip covers if you're prone to burning your fingers. So that's just a little tip here from me to you. You can also use just like a spatula that you get in the cooking section that can help you push down your glue onto whatever you're adhering your surface to. Now I'm going to take those little excess pieces that I cut off of my sock and use that to stuff my hat with. Now here comes the tricky part when you start gluing your hat together. Again, be careful. You may want to use little silicone finger protectors, but you're just going to tuck and glue your hat together. So you guys can see I'm just kind of holding with one hand my little hat, and then I'm gluing it together. And I did kind of a little bit burn at my fingertips. Now I do have neuropathy in my fingers, so it doesn't really hurt too bad, but I am kind of gluing and tucking as I go along. But advice from me to you, try to cover your fingertips or just be really careful. But let me tell you guys, this was so fun and fabulous, and I was so excited for how this came out. I actually saw this idea on Pinterest, and you guys know when you see something on Pinterest and you try to attempt it, you're so excited when it actually works. But I'm going to use a little wooden bead, and I'm going to hot glue the wooden bead on to my pine cone, and voila, we have a super adorable pinecone sock gnome. You guys, this was so easy. The supplies were a pinecone, a sock, and a wooden bead, and I thought this was so cute. You guys know lately I have been hooked on making little gnomes. I just think they're so cute and fun, and they add a lot of character to whatever type of decor you're decorating with. And since we're doing winter decor in this video, I just thought it would be cute to have a little blue little gnome to go along with a coffee bar or whatever you're decorating with. And here he is popped into like a little 3-tiered tray. So fun and fabulous on a budget. And then I could not resist sharing with you guys some fun more little clips of Benji Bear on his pinecone hunting adventure. I've had some comments and requests of having more of Benji Bear in my videos, and so hey, I think any puppy dogs or kitty cats or babies make a video really cute, and so here's the star of the show, my trusty little guy Benji Bear. So a little backstory on Benji Bear: a friend of mine messaged me and said that he was on Facebook for sale with a litter of puppies with his brothers and sisters. I was lucky to get him. He was the last one that came up. I was commenting as fast as I could to try to get him, and he was such a catch. And let me tell you, he is just our little love munchkin. He's a little mix between a Yorkie Terrier and, oh goodness, the other one, a Jack Russell Terrier. So he is feisty, full of love, and really truly my little best friend. So as always, comment, let me know what you guys think about this, and are you going to be crafting with some pine cones this season? So thank you all so much for joining me on another fun and fabulous crafty decor adventure. It is a true blessing and honor to have you all here. If you all are new, welcome. I'm Olivia with Olivia's Romantic Home.
home. I love to craft and decorate on a budget and share with you guys how you can make your home's boutique gorgeous on a budget. This is also part of my I Love Christmas series, so if you guys need more fun Christmas snuggly cozy vibes, check out the rest of my I Love Christmas series. I'm going to look at the playlist for you guys down below. I'm also going to be doing a Valentine's Day, and then Easter, and then summer, and then again fall and Christmas. I love to decorate for every single holiday and share so many ideas with you guys. So no matter where you're at, I want to encourage you all to keep up the good work crafting and decorating, and even in your life journey, keep putting one foot in front of the other. Every time that we wake up, God has given us a gift, and that is to be a blessing to others and to use our gifts. So I encourage you guys to just look forward to the future with joy, and just know that sometimes there's rain and sometimes there's shine, and we just have to just learn how to get through all of it. So I love y'all to the moon and back. I'm hugging all of your hearts so tight. If you need a prayer, drop a prayer request down below. This community is amazing. And remember, you can always use your voice for good. Be kind to one another, especially on social media. You don't ever know what somebody's going through. Leave positive comments and just uplift one another. That is one way we can make a small difference in this big old world, just by staying kind and being positive. So I love y'all. I can't wait for our next video. And until then, remember, be kind to yourselves and be kind to one another. We'll talk to you guys very soon. Bye-bye.